You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible. You're irresponsible, too many obstacles. You gotta stop it, yo, you gotta take it slow. You can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions.
As men, we have all sorts of desires. We want high status, a big job promotion, and a lot of money in our bank accounts. We want to be strong and get jacked in the gym because we know that deep inside, nothing will ever satisfy our drive other than living to our true potential. What we fail to realize is that in life, when we indulge too much in the pleasure, it comes at the expense of our progress. And we hide behind this truth by playing video games and watching anime because we can relate to those fake characters in those fake worlds. But deep inside, we feel very shitty and empty about ourselves. That's why monk mode is so powerful. By putting these harsh rules and boundaries in your life, you will make progress and actually reach your goals. So step number 1, we're gonna develop our monk mode protocol. So the 3 non-negotiables that are usually fixed is meditating 10 minutes a day, exercising 30 minutes a day, and no alcohol or weed. Now, because I don't have a problem with alcohol or weed, I put screen time of less than 2 hours a day. Now, for your other 2 to 3 variables, this is something that you get to choose, which is kind of nice. So for me, I chose deleting all social media apps off my phone, including YouTube. Next is my diet. No sugar, which is the hard challenge for me because I'm slightly addicted to it. Next, I'm gonna be intermittent fasting for 16 hours a day, preferably between 1 and 9 p.m. And I'm only allowed to have caffeine 2 hours after waking up. Now, key things to note here. I've been dieting and doing intermittent fasting for the last 5 months. So this is not really a hard challenge for me. The challenge for me is the no sugar and the caffeine. So you don't have to copy this exactly because this is a lot, this diet. I would not recommend you doing that, especially if you have a different body type than me and you have different goals. Last thing I will say is nofap. So obviously you have more energy when you don't do this, and you'll see a significant change in your day-to-day life after you entered a nofap state. So step number 2, we're gonna work on eliminating all distractions from 4 main areas of your life, starting with your phone. So I have an iPhone, and what I want you guys to do is basically delete all your social media apps. This is not an argument, this is not a negotiation. You're gonna just delete all your social media apps. So next, we're gonna keep it organized and minimalistic as much as we can. So this means no 2 to 3, 4 pages of bullshit apps. It should look something like this. I want you to have a widget for your screen time that's staring at you. You can see mine's 36 minutes today. This is gonna tell you how much time you've been spending on your phone. And if it's staring at you every time you enter your phone, it's a good reminder to get the hell off of it. Next widget for me is my forest app for productivity. So I click on this app and I'm able to plant a tree for a dedicated amount of time. So if I dedicate, 10 minutes of uninterrupted work, it'll plant a tree in my forest, which looks like this. So the next thing we're gonna get rid of distractions in is our bedroom. We spend a good chunk of our time in our bedroom, so this is very important. The first thing I want you to do is declutter all excess junk from your room. What does this mean? It means look at an item. If you haven't used it for a month, get rid of it. Next, I'm gonna have you clean out your closet and get rid of any clothes you don't wear. Next, this is the most important step. Get rid of your TV, your video game consoles, anything distracting, and you're gonna replace them with something more productive. No more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And after you clean your room, you're gonna feel such a sense of clarity. I don't know how to explain it. You're gonna feel so light and good about yourself. Next, we have our desktop. So as you can see, my desktop looks like this. I have my monk mode protocol actually screenshotted on my desktop. So on my Google Chrome right here and my YouTube editing apps, that's all I have. So what you're gonna do is declutter all the excess junk from your desktop and just keep it to like 6 apps max here. Next, I'm gonna have you uninstall all your video games and instead replace it with a game called Virtual College. Basically, this game allows us to enter productivity states where they put lo-fi music in the background and you basically study or do something focused with a character in a game. It's pretty cool. So next, I'm gonna have you download this app called Unhook. It looks like something like this. Basically what this does when you turn it on, it hides your home feed, your sidebar recommended from your YouTube channel or your YouTube page. So when you go on YouTube, it literally shows nothing. Next, I want you to subscribe to only 10 to 20 channels. And when you watch these channels, you're gonna have a note-taking app next to it, so it's dedicated work for productivity. It's not gonna be entertainment or any of that BS. So the next important thing to clean out is your workspace. This is very important. We spend the majority of our time at work. So this means you're gonna clean out your desk, you're gonna clean out your cabinets, organize the bookshelf. This will also help you be in that monk mode when you enter from room to room. One key thing I want you guys to take away from eliminating distractions is to optimize your environment for success and not failure. What does this mean? It means if you spend a lot of time in the kitchen, don't have a jar of cookies or chocolate just staring at you. Replace it with a jar of apples. The next thing I want you to do for optimizing your environment is to actually reward yourself at the end of monk mode with a big purchase. If you're a student and you're studying and you ace your exams, reward yourself with some nice noise canceling headphones that will help you study more. If you're an athlete, maybe you can buy yourself basketball shoes at the end of your monk mode, or maybe soccer cleats. That's a nice reward to give yourself after accomplishing a goal of making a team or tryouts or training. That's really good for you to keep motivated. Another thing, if you don't want to make a big purchase, then I'd recommend doing a small purchase every week. You read a book, you can buy another book. Simple as that. It's something that should motivate you to keep going on your monk mode, not sabotage you. The third step is to dedicate an amount of time to your monk mode. For me personally, I'm gonna be doing it for 20 days, then I'm gonna be taking a 7-day break, and then I'm gonna go back into it for 30 days, just so I can progressively overload what my mind and body can handle. So again, don't do like a 2-3 month period and kill yourself. You can even start with 10 days, take a 7-day break, and then go again. Another key thing to remember, in your 7-day break or whatever break period you choose, this doesn't mean you act like a complete slob, play video games all day, eat junk food. That defeats the purpose. So for example, I would still wake up at the same time. I would read, I would journal, I would exercise, I would do my deep work session, box in the evening, and then after that, watch some anime in my room. So you get some leeway, but the point is to keep your good, healthy habits, and you're allowed to break it here and there during your break. The last thing I'm gonna have you do, step number 4, is to keep a tracking sheet of your protocol and see how long you can last in each variable. So you can see my protocol is all here, the 3 non-negotiables, and this is my 3 or 4 other variables that I chose. So every time you get through a day, you're gonna put a green paint in that box. So my first day yesterday was good. Today's my second day, it's also good, except today, I'm gonna be real with you guys, I couldn't intermittent fast today because I woke up very sick and I knew my body needed the nutrition and energy to get better, so forgive me for having that red day. What you're gonna do with the spreadsheet is keep tabs on it every day, and for the ones that you have red that you failed the variable for that day, you're just gonna have notes here that you're gonna write why you failed. So for me, I couldn't intermittent fast because I was sick. So the reason you're gonna be doing this is to keep tabs on your protocol and see what is working, what is not. So if you see that, for example, intermittent fasting is red for like 5 days in a row, what I want you to do is get rid of that and just focus on healthy eating diet for the rest of the day. So you're gonna be changing these variables as you go depending on your level of mental and physical health. So the reason I'm doing monk mode for the next 20 days is to better my mental health. I wanna lose 1 to 2% body fat this month, so I know this monk mode will help me be more focused in the gym and my diet. And lastly, probably the most important thing for me is to better my relationships with my demons, because now there's 0 distractions. So if I'm by myself in a room just sitting and resting, my demons are gonna come out.
Giving up? Is this the limit to your strength?
And I'm gonna have to be ready to face them. So if you're convinced, then join me on my monk mode to destroy our goals together. And I hope you like this video. Please subscribe for more content on self-improvement. Till next time.